It's interesting because I was thinking that on the way over here is what does peace mean for people? And I'm imagining that there can probably, same thing with the word love. If you ask, 100 different people, what does love mean? You'll probably come up with 100 different definitions. And so I can only give you what's alive for me as far as how empathy works as a tool for peace. And to me, it's about connection. If we have connection, we live in a society that is about creating separateness. And when we have separateness, we don't have connection because we don't know, we don't understand what's going on for other people. We only have the stories that are going on in our head. And as long as we have stories, we really don't know the truth. So I'm imagining that peace also has a lot to do with knowing what the truth is. And then connecting with those, again, it comes back to needs. And if we work together to create the strategies on getting all those needs met and not leaving anybody out, then we're going to have a world where we live in peace. When we live separate lives and we live with our stories, then we're making assumptions and we're going to take strategies that meet our needs but not necessarily everybody's needs. And we're going to have disharmony and dis-ease. We're going to have separation, and there's not going to be peace. So the empathic skills are to really be able to learn and hear what's going on for other people, even when it's painful and uncomfortable. And I think that's the real hard part. It's because people don't want to hear other people's pain, and they don't want to hear where other people are uncomfortable, because it triggers their own pain. So the work that I do is look at my own pain. And I learn how to sit with my own pain, and I learn how to understand with my own pain, and I have people that are able to be with me in my pain, which in turn allows me to be able to be with other people's pain. And to me, that's the peace that I'm creating. It starts with me. Because if I'm not coming from a place of peace, then that's the energy that's being projected into the world. Even if I'm saying the right thing, even if I'm saying the right words, and I'm saying it with the right tone, if the energy is not connected or self-connected, that's what's going forward. So in order for there to be true peace work, there needs to be, that has to start with me. And I need to come from a place of peace and self-connection. And these skills not only do these skills allow me to be able to connect and hear other people, but I use them internally to connect with what's really going on for me in those hard times where I'm most often triggered or taken out or deeply painful for me. Yeah, so I really try to model what I want my world to look like. It's not that I'm looking for my world to look like something on the outside and then I can go, there's my world. No, I want to know what I want my world to look like on the inside, and then I can live from that place. And then I can create my world without having to depend on other people as strategies to make my world. It's about taking responsibility. I didn't talk about responsibility tonight, but it's about really taking self-responsibility for what's important to us. If I don't ask for what I need, then the odds are I'm just going to get whatever comes along. And usually when people, they don't ask for what they need and they get whatever comes along, and they don't like what comes along, they often end up complaining. And then not just asking, being able to receive. And be amazed at how difficult that is. I mean, there's a few of us here tonight. How many people really enjoy being a contribution and helping out other people and making a difference in their life? Absolutely. That's why we do what we do, because we're really wanting to make a difference. But yet, how difficult is it when somebody wants to contribute to our lives and make a difference, and it's so hard for us to receive? We're just like, no, it's okay. I can do this. I got it. I can take care of it. So are we really in a place to receive the gifts that are really coming? Marshall Rosenberg gives an example of and I think Ian has a problem with the duck analogy. Have you ever see a 5-year-old boy feeding a duck? Okay, so who's giving and who's receiving? The duck's ecstatic to be fed, and the little boy's ecstatic that he gets to play with his duck. And the little boy's feeding the duck, and so where does the giving and the receiving, where does one stop and the other one begin? That's one of the great gifts that I learned through studying nonviolent communication, is to really hear an appreciation. And we call milking it, which is great. But normally when somebody would come up to me, like if somebody was to come up to me and say, wow, you did a really great job. Well, now normally I can go, yeah, I did a great job. But what I really want to know for it to be, what you're saying is obviously there was something that resonated with you that really worked for you, and you really want to show an appreciation for what it was that I brought. So what I would really want to know, what was it specifically? I'm really curious to know what was it that you were really fed by. Because now that gives me something to connect with, that when I said this, it really touched you in a way that created some type of feeling and emotion. So now, other than the fact of me going, wow, I did a great job, which is what you're expressing, I'm really being specific as to what it was for you that you really enjoyed and what that meant for you. And now that has a totally different effect on me in receiving your appreciation. And I can receive it so much, it makes my life so much more rich. So, and it's about learning, it's not about whether I'm great or not. It's about, that's your way of expressing that you were touched by something I said, and that's the connection I want to share. That's the connection I want to have. So, and we have to learn how to do these things. It's as silly as it sounds.